Machrihanish is on the bottom of the Mull of Kintyre. It's a peninsula that sticks out on the west coast of Scotland above, and this is important, above Northern Ireland. There is nothing but open water from Machrihanish to the United States. The Machrihanish Air Base is Britain's Area 51.
But you knew that. Today I'm going to try and clear up the mystery of what secret aircraft actually landed at Machrihanish. During the Cold War, Scottish MPs got more and more peed off by Scotland being used as an American stationary landing carrier for their dark projects. The buzz secret aircraft at the time was called Aurora. So Scottish MPs asked the Minister of Defence if Aurora had landed at Machrihanish. This, unfortunately, was a very specific question that was cleverly fielded by Nick Pope's office, advising the minister to reply, "You better ask the Americans." That story hit the news, but what happened next was not news headlines. The Scottish MPs came back with a far more specific question. Okay, what aircraft had landed at Machrihanish in the last year? This is the answer. A list of pretty normal RAF and NATO types, and nothing out of the ordinary. But that list was not the full story. I grew up in Machrihanish, living in a farm at the end of the runway. Everyone shared stories of loud aircraft engines, strange lights, and odd-shaped aircraft seen over our area. What I'm going to tell you next is only my personal opinion, but strangely, for a community swapping stories of strange things in the air, the local newspaper almost never ran those stories. Were they leaned on by the threat of a D-notice? A D-notice is a UK government advisory to the press not to publish something for national security. And probably a D-notice was used in the Daily Record's decision not to publish the story about the Calvine UFO. I don't know. When I checked with the current newspaper editor, they denied any knowledge of meddling. But answer me this. Why would a base with one of the longest runways in Europe, exotic fueling capabilities, extensive hangar space, possibly underground storage, on a direct overseas route to the USA, with a population of locals that had no means of sharing information, not be used to test exotic platforms? So, I pressed ex-MOD Parliamentary Answers Department Nick Pope on this very issue. Could the list of aircraft that landed at Machrihanish be deliberately missing the secret stuff? Here is his response to me today. Hi Simon, essentially the answer is yes. There are circumstances where aircraft not yet publicly acknowledged won't end up on such a list. Before 1988, for example, it's inconceivable that the F-117 would have appeared in a UK parliamentary answer. I don't think I can elaborate, but it's possible to imagine a number of workarounds. And while this may or may not be significant, the response to the parliamentary question was prefaced by this statement. The following types of aircraft have used the airfield at Machrihanish since February 1991. And not prefaced by this statement. The following is a complete list of the types of aircraft that have used the airfield at RAF Machrihanish since 1991. You get what he's saying. Later today, he emailed me back to clarify. I don't have to explain this to you, but it's like saying John and Dave went to the pub. It's a true statement, even in a situation where there were three friends. John, Dave, and Bob went to the pub. Best wishes, Nick Pope. I'm going to leave it there today. Somewhere there are logs of every aircraft that used Machrihanish. One day, the truth will be out there.